itself is a hierarchy. And he borrows from the Aristotelian tradition and so on in describing it. We have the human soul kind of combines the vegetative soul of plants, the animal soul of the beasts, and unique to us, then unique to rational creatures, the intellectual soul. Human nature is a microcosm. This is an idea that Maximus is much more famous for. But for Gregory, we're kind of a double microcosm. Our higher nature, our intellectual nature and so on, is a microcosm of the intelligible realm. Our bodily nature is a microcosm of the bodily realm. And you take those two and you put them together, we are, in a sense, perfectly situated. And he loves to use that term that we are kind of the link, the syndesmos, the link in the universe. So we have this sort of privileged position. We have a hierarchy of faculties. We are intellectual beings, yes, but we also have a lower soul. We have, and he's particularly in the treatise on the soul and resurrection, he's very candid about the fact that we have, as Plato pointed out, we have reason, and then we have these two very strong-willed drives called epithemia and themos. The charioteer analogy that Plato is so famous for. That you have reigning reason, reigning both in the sense of sovereignty, but also holding on to the reins of the two racehorses, epithemia and themos. That analogy has a famous history in patristic anthropology, but Gregory makes a lot of it. It's kind of interesting in the treatise on the soul and resurrection, where he's dialoguing with Macron and his sister about all this. There's this awareness. This is a classical philosophical image. Is it useful for Christian interpretation? The fact of the matter is, it's actually quite helpful. For a number of reasons. One of the reasons being that it in a very helpful way describes the fact that we are passible and passionate beings. We have a desiring side, epithemia, that gravitates toward things. We have an aversive side, themos, or sometimes it's translated temper, where I always call it desire and ire. The protective instinct, the hot-blooded instinct was temper. And even though they can wreak havoc on the soul, they also can be agents of virtue. And that's very, very important to hold on.